You know, let's move forward. So, my dear people of God, we all must be very careful not to create a dichotomy between who God is and what God does. God eternal is God in action. Can you say it with me? God eternal. Say it with me. God eternal.
God, God, and God,
God eternal.
God
Help us.
eternal.
God
God
eternal.
eternal.
Is God in action.
God in action.
God
God
action.
in action.
So, around you is eternity, people of God. Around me, around you is eternity. I might not see it yet. I just need the same spirit that was on Bezalel to unfold the eternity that is around me. In Palestine, Brother Bangboye, in Palestine, eternity is around you, right there. Brother
Yes, sir.
Darrow, in Edmonton, you have taught me to call it Edmonton. I used to call it Edmonton. In Edmonton, eternity surrounds you right there.
Yes, sir. It's admitting.
Okay, I said you taught me. Eternity surrounds you right there, right there. Eternity is there. You now have to depend on the economic God to create an economic situation. An economic situation, economia. That's where we get the word economy. That's what Apostle Paul taught us. That there is an economia of heaven. So it is to transfer the trading system in heaven to earth. And the only medium, the only currency is the Spirit of God. He shall take of mine and he will give unto you. Is that not what Jesus said? He said, behold, I will send you a comforter. If I do not go, he will not come. But when I have gone, he shall show you all things and lead you into all things. You see, this economy of heaven is what will transform our world. Brother Godalo, Sister Deborah, look at the people that your heart is crying for. Can God give you an immanent word? This is an ancient people, and you're dealing with
Amen, sir.
spirits of rejection here. Can God give you an economic word that will create a new environment of acceptance in the beloved?
Amen.
Something that says to the
Amen.
people, you are accepted in the beloved. This is the practicality of what we are talking about. This is what we must believe God for. you know so we must also separate between who God is and what God does. We must remember that God is known by his logos, but is revealed by his action. Is known by his word, is revealed by his action. God lays his hand on us, he malays us. He malays us, he lays his hands on us. And all of a sudden, interesting things begin to happen. I wanted to say crazy things begin to happen. We can believe God for this. We can believe God for this. So, and when those things begin to happen, don't be afraid. Just again, run into Him. and say, I know it's you, I know it's you, I know it's you. Be like a little child in his hand. God is known by his word, but is revealed by his action. These are the two ways that you can perceive and understand the Trinity. So the immanent Trinity gives us the foundation and the patterns. The economic Trinity gives us the history. So God came. All of a sudden, angels ascended and descended upon Jacob. And before we knew what was happening, genetic engineering was happening in the house of Laban, and Laban was being depopulated. You know, God will give us economic strategy in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Oh, I had the story of a sister that looked for a job and could not find. And God said to him, I want you to go and be selling groundnut in the offices. Eh? But she obeyed. She began to sell groundnut in the offices. To cut the long story short, to cut the long
Yes.
story short, in the process of selling groundnut, I'm not quite sure. I think she met one of the leaders of the company, and that one said, I like your face. You like my face? Yes, I like your face. Then come and see my pastor. I'm not sure, exactly sure now, but I think that is how Sister became the wife of Diona. God, God was ordering a step into transformation by restricting her access into a job. Ah, our God. Hey, Jesus of Nazareth. Many years ago in my church in that Seattle, one Sunday morning I went, one young man came, called me from from the naval base. You know, Seattle, we are water people there. We are surrounded by water. We have one of the largest naval bases in this country, in that general area. Actually, like 3 or 4 naval bases surround us. So I got a call from one of the naval bases, and this young naval officer said, Sir, can you come and pick me? I want to come to church, sir. He was attending church in New York. In New York. This economic thing that I'm telling you is a reality of people of God. He was attending, he was in New York. He went, suddenly he said he was already whatever. He had a good job. All of a sudden, he said he felt like going to join the Navy. I got this story later. So he went, somebody who was already settled. He's a citizen. He wasn't looking for anything, but so he went and joined the Navy. And the Navy people said to him, we can send you to Japan or to Germany when he finished his whatever they finish. We can send you to Japan, to Germany, or to Seattle. You see, when they send you abroad, they give you something extra. But he said that something said to him, go to Seattle. Ah, he said he himself could not explain it because Japan looks good, because you will get Bemu for being posted abroad. Well, so here is my brother in Seattle. But many months before he came, we were in a night vigil and we were praying. And this girl who has been faithful, she has suffered. She doesn't have paper. She came from Brazil as a student, an exchange student, and she said to me, something tells me, Pastor, that I should not go